Bonjour, Selena Gomez. Bonjour, bonjour. I love the song. It's so fun and it's so loose and playful. And I'm just going to get straight into it. You know, your performance on this is really brilliant and unique. And just the way you like extend each syllable and lean into the space of it must have been so fun to do this.
Thank you. No, it really is. I've had a lot of fun lately, or I should say in the past few years, just experimenting and finding what, those little ear charms are, and that's what they feel like to me. I've loved the song, and I am so eager and excited, and I want people to feel good when they listen to it. That's what I want to hear on the radio.
It's clear that you feel good because you're very honest with your song selection, your writing, and your performance. And as fans, we've been through it with you. So it must be so nice to be able to say to people through this music, "Hey, I'm really happy."
Yeah, and I think that's the idea. The idea is that I was inspired a lot by living in Paris. That for 2 months I had to work there, and I loved just the quality of life and how romantic it felt, and then to kind of feel really happy in my life and actually mean it is so. It's just like you can tell in my video, I'm just smiling the whole time.
Amazing.
It's such a good feeling.
Did you feel a sense of anonymity in Paris? Were you able, because what I love about that city is there's so much history there that puts us all as individuals, whatever's going on in our life, in perspective. It's like Paris just soaks you up and is like, cool, get on with it.
It's really great. No, I was absolutely able to live life freely, and I felt, even though I was single then, I felt like it was one of the most romantic cities, and just everything from walking down the street to a little cafe can be really sweet.
Let's talk about the people you wrote the song with, Selena, Julia Michaels, and you also worked with Michael Pollack for the first time on this record. For the first time, I feel like?
First off, I mean, with Julia, I think it's safe to say that she is like my partner in crime, and she's helped really shape my voice, and she's just taught me to lean into being a storyteller, but also just kind of like really just staying in my lane and like also having fun with music. So, but then I got to work on it with Monsters and Strangers, which is Stefan and Jordan, and they are amazing producers that have known me my whole life, basically. And throughout the years, you just grow and you grow together and you make really awesome music.
You know, when we spoke with you and Justin and Julia last time on camera, it felt, to your point, like people lean into the creative experience with you with real investment. It's not just another session. It's like they understand, because you require it of people, that you're telling another page in your life story. What is it like when you bring somebody new into that equation? And how do you get to a place of trust? Because you don't do sessions. It's just not your vibe.
I don't feel very safe in a lot of rooms just because of, sharing my story. But I find that when I work with new people, it's actually really fun to connect on what they're walking through in life. And it's like, like working with some great songwriters who know friends of friends and things like that. But I think it's also important that I stay with my core group, because they're the people that can crack the code with me the best. They're the ones that can really help me explain what I want to say.
We don't take it for granted. Selena Gomez is back with new music. We appreciate it because you stay busy. And I wonder sort of how going out there and having such success with Only Murders, which is epic, by the way, and, winning People's Choice Awards and all these things for something that people knew about you originally, has kind of helped you take a little bit of pressure off the music and a little bit of pressure off the idea of like, where's the song, Selena? Where's the album, Selena? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm actually glad you said that, because I think there is a lot of ruckus about the idea of balancing both. But for me, I think I am in a really comfortable place where, I get to do both. I'm very lucky. However, I take joy in taking my time and making music and selecting songs in a specific way at a specific time. And I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. So I think that's all that matters.
And have you been selecting a lot of songs in recent times?
I've been writing a lot. Yeah, lately it's been very inspired. I've been very inspired, and so I would I'd like to say it's some of my, most uplifting work I've done.
How much of a difference has it made finding someone in your life that you care about that understands what it is to be an artist and speaks that language and doesn't require something from you that you can't give because you're an artist and so is he?
Without getting into too much detail, I think it's just really important to meet someone that respects you. And I think it's really nice to also lean on someone who understands the world that I live in. But I'd have to say, overall, it's the safest that I feel, and it's been really lovely. And I've only grown through it, so it's awesome.
That's what love is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a place where you can be unapologetically yourself at any given moment. And we get so far ahead of that moment, or we get stuck in what happened before that moment, we forget. It's all just a moment. Everything's just a moment. That's all we have.
And I'm very grateful.
So are we going to hear more music? I don't want to put pressure on you because we love the song, but
Absolutely, definitely. It's happening a lot quicker than I thought, so we're really grateful that we're getting some good stuff. And yeah, though there will be more for sure.
the question that I'm feeling this kind of like existential pressure to ask you through fans, and so I'm just going to put it out there is, do you have any desire to go out and tour again, given it's been a long time? And that's not entirely because you haven't wanted to. It was pandemic and quarantine and all sorts of things going on, but it's been a while since we've seen you actually out there on the road.
I think for me, it would have to be done in a very unique way. So I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that I think I would have to find a way where I could perform that I felt like I wouldn't lose it being on the road, you know?
Yeah, I wondered that because I think we have this expectation of artists to go and play these songs because we want to have the experience, right? We want to have that moment.
I love it too.
Yeah, but it's not as simple as that. And I don't say that on your behalf. I say that from the thousands of conversations I've had with artists about this, and that it can actually trigger certain things because you're in this kind of strange limbo mode, and life goes on while you're out there. And what am I coming back to? And what does it all mean? And so when I mentioned the idea of touring to you, how did you feel? Did you feel a sense of like, I don't know?
I guess my feeling is maybe indifferent. It's not bad, it's not good. I don't know. I think I'll just see what happens, but I miss it. And it is one of my favorite ways to connect with my fans. And trust me, I ache for that feeling sometimes.
Listen, we love this song. It's a postcard from Paris.
Yes, that's sweet.
Would you ever make it a semi-permanent postcode? I mean, did it spark something in you to think, hey, I don't have to be rooted in one place just because it's well known to me, or it's a muscle I know how to use. There is a wide world out there, and obviously made you happy to explore that.
It did. It really did. And I think everyone who was on the project was feeling all of the love as well. So,
I'm so grateful just to have a few minutes to talk about this song, and thanks for sharing it with us on Apple.
of course, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.